Vietnam is a long, thin country in Southeast Asia. It has green mountains, blue rivers, and warm sunshine. But one of the best things about Vietnam? The food. Let's start with the most famous dish in Vietnam. Pho. Pho is a soup. But it is not just any soup. It starts with a clear broth. This broth is cooked for many hours, sometimes all night long. Beef bones, ginger, star anise, and other spices go into the pot. The smell alone can wake up a whole street. Thin rice noodles go in the bowl first. Then comes the hot broth. On top, fresh herbs, lime, bean sprouts, and chili. The taste is warm, deep, and a little sweet. It is soft and rich at the same time. In Vietnam, people eat pho in the morning. It is breakfast food. Many families have eaten pho the same way for generations. For them, pho is not just food. It is home. Next, banh mi. This is Vietnam's most famous sandwich. The bread is a small French baguette. It is crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. Inside the bread, roasted pork, peat, pickled carrots, cucumber, cilantro, and chili sauce. One bite gives you so many flavors at once. Crunchy, soft, salty, a little sour, a little spicy. How did this sandwich get to Vietnam? Long ago, France ruled Vietnam. They brought baguettes. But the Vietnamese people made it their own. They added their own meats, their own vegetables, their own spices. Today, banh mi is sold everywhere. In busy cities, in small towns, and even around the world. You can find a banh mi for less than $1 in Vietnam. It is fast, delicious, and perfect for any time of day. Now, spring rolls. In Vietnam, there are two kinds. The first kind is fresh. These are called goi quan. A thin, soft rice paper is wrapped around shrimp, rice noodles, lettuce, and herbs. You dip them in a peanut sauce or a sweet fish sauce. They are light. They are clean. They feel healthy. Spring rolls sizzle in oil. The second kind is fried. These are called char gio. The outside gets golden and crunchy. The inside is soft, pork, mushrooms, glass noodles. These are often eaten at big family meals and celebrations. Both kinds of spring rolls are wrapped with love, and both kinds are wonderful. Now let's talk about something very special in Vietnam. Street food. In Vietnam, the street is the restaurant. You don't need a fancy table. You sit on a small plastic stool. A bowl of noodles comes out in 2 minutes. Kelena follows a vendor carrying baskets of food on a shoulder pole. Street food vendors wake up before sunrise. They cook all day long. Some of them have been selling the same dish for 20, 30, even 40 years. They know every regular customer by name. On every corner, there is something to eat. Grilled corn, sweet sticky rice, fresh fruit, hot soups. The smells mix together in the night air. It feels alive. Food in Vietnam is about more than eating. It is about community. Meals are shared. Dishes go in the middle of the table. Everyone eats together. Fresh herbs and vegetables are always nearby. Balance is important. Something hot, something cool, something crunchy, something soft. The Vietnamese believe food should take care of your body, and it should make you feel good inside. Vietnam is a country with a long history, a strong culture, and food that tells that story, one bowl, one bite, one meal at a time. Vietnam is a long, thin country. It stretches from the cool north all the way down to the warm south. Along the way, mountains, rivers, ancient towns, busy cities, and beautiful beaches. Every place in Vietnam has its own story. Let's go explore. In the north of Vietnam, there is a place that looks like a painting. Ha Long Bay. Imagine thousands of tall limestone rocks rising straight up out of the ocean. Some are covered in green trees. Some have caves hidden inside. The water around them is calm and deep green. People have lived on the water here for hundreds of years. Some families still live on floating houses, right on the bay. They fish in the morning, they watch the sunset in the evening. Tourists come from all over the world to sail through these rocks. Some go inside the caves and see giant stalactites hanging from the ceiling. At night, the bay becomes very quiet. Only the sound of water, only stars above. Ha Long Bay is one of the most beautiful places on Earth, and when you see it, you will understand why. Welcome to Hanoi, the capital city of Vietnam. Hanoi is more than 1,000 years old. It is loud, it is busy, and it is full of life. Right in the heart of the city is Hoi An Lake. People come here every morning to walk, do exercise, and talk with friends. In the middle of the lake, there is a small red bridge leading to an old temple. It is peaceful, even with a busy city all around it. Near the lake is the Old Quarter. These streets are very old. Each street once sold just one thing. One street for silk, one for paper, one for tin. Today, the shops are all mixed together, but the old feeling is still there. And of course, the food. Hanoi is famous for pho, for banh mi, for egg coffee. Yes, egg coffee. It is sweet, thick and creamy. People in Hanoi drink it slowly, sitting on tiny stools, watching the street go by. Hanoi is old and new at the same time. It moves fast, but it never forgets where it came from. Now we travel to the center of Vietnam, to a town that looks like it stopped in time. Hoi An. Hoi An is an ancient trading town. Long ago, ships from China, Japan, and Europe came here to buy and sell goods. They left behind their culture, their food, and their buildings. Today, those old buildings are still standing. Yellow walls, dark wooden doors, red lanterns hanging above every street. When the sun goes down, the lanterns light up. The whole town glows. Tourists come to Hoi An to walk, to eat, and to slow down. The town has no big rush, no loud horns, just narrow streets, old walls, and gentle river water. Hoi An is also famous for two things: tailors and food. Tailors here can make any piece of clothing in just 1 or 2 days. And the local noodle dish, Kao Lao, can only be found here. It uses special water from an ancient well. You cannot make it anywhere else. Every month, on the full moon night, Hoi An turns off the electric lights. Only lanterns are used. The town becomes magical. Hoi An is not just a place to visit, it is a place to feel. Not far from Hoi An is a city that is growing fast: Da Nang. Da Nang has something for everyone. It has beautiful beaches, it has a modern, clean city, and it has some very interesting surprises. Mai Kee Beach stretches for many kilometers. The sand is white and soft. The water is warm and clear. It is one of the best beaches in all of Southeast Asia. In the city, there is the Dragon Bridge. It is shaped like a giant dragon flying over the river. On weekend nights, the dragon breathes real fire and water. People stand and watch with big smiles. High in the mountains above Da Nang is something very special: the Golden Bridge. 2 giant stone hands reach up from the mountain. Between them, a golden bridge in the clouds. When the mist rolls in, the hands look like they are holding the bridge above the world. Anyone who sees it never forgets it. Da Nang is young, exciting, and full of energy. Now we go to the south, to Vietnam's biggest and most exciting city, Ho Chi Minh City. Some people still call it Saigon, its old name. This city never sleeps. More than 10 million people live here. The streets are always full. Motorbikes go in every direction. Crossing the road here is an adventure. But somehow, it all works. In the center of the city is Ben Than Market. Inside you can find everything: fresh fruit, spices, silk, jewelry, street food. The smells are strong and wonderful. Vendors call out to you as you walk past. But Ho Chi Minh City also has quiet corners. Small alleys with flower pots, cafes hidden behind old French buildings, art galleries, and bookshops on shady streets. At night, the city lights up. Rooftop bars look over millions of glowing windows. The river reflects the lights below. Ho Chi Minh City moves at full speed, every hour of every day. It is big. It is bold. From the floating rocks of Ha Long Bay to the ancient lanterns of Hoi An, from the busy streets of Hanoi to the golden bridge in the clouds above Da Nang and the roaring energy of Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam is a country of contrasts. Old and new, quiet and loud, simple and surprising. Every place here has something to give you: a view, a feeling, a memory. Vietnam does not just show you the world, it changes the way you see it. Vietnam, where every road leads to something beautiful.
Vietnam is more than mountains and rivers, more than food and beaches. Vietnam is its people, and the way they live, love, and celebrate together. In Vietnam, family is everything. Most families do not just live with their parents and children, grandparents live there too, sometimes aunts and uncles. Everyone is under one roof. The oldest person in the family is respected the most. Their words carry weight. Their advice is listened to. Children are taught to bow their heads when greeting elders. They say yes with kindness. They serve food to older people first. Respect is not just a rule here. It is a way of life. Most people in Vietnam follow Buddhism. Buddhist temples are found in every city, every town, every village. They are quiet places with golden statues, burning incense, and soft bells. People come to pray, to give thanks, to find peace. The smell of incense fills the air. It is sweet and smoky at the same time. Many families also have a small altar at home. On it, photos of grandparents and ancestors who have passed away. Every day, they light incense and offer flowers or fruit. They believe their ancestors are still watching over them, still part of the family. The traditional dress of Vietnam is called the áo dai. It is long and elegant, usually made of silk. Women wear it with wide trousers underneath. The fabric flows when they walk. It comes in many colors: white, red, blue, pink. Students wear white áo dai to school. Brides wear red or pink on their wedding day. The áo dai is more than clothing. It is a symbol of grace and Vietnamese identity. Music has always been part of Vietnamese life. Traditional Vietnamese music is soft and emotional. It uses instruments made from bamboo, wood, and silk strings. One of the most famous instruments is the dan bao. It has only one string, but the sounds it makes are deep and full of feeling. There is also the dan tran, a long instrument with many strings. When someone plays it, the music sounds like flowing water. In the countryside, people sing folk songs called Quan Ho. Two groups, one of men, one of women, sing to each other, back and forth, like a gentle conversation in music. This tradition is hundreds of years old, and it is still loved today. Daily life in Vietnam starts early, very early. By 5 or 6 in the morning, the streets are already full. People do morning exercise in the parks. Old men play chess under trees. Women carry baskets of vegetables to the market. Street food vendors light their fires and start cooking. The day begins with energy and warmth. Markets are the heart of every neighborhood. Vendors sell fresh vegetables, meat, fish, fruit, and flowers. Everything is colorful. Everything is fresh. Neighbors stop to chat. Children run between the stalls. The market is not just a place to shop. It is a place to belong. Now, the festivals. Vietnam loves to celebrate, and the biggest celebration of all is Tet. Tet is the Vietnamese New Year. It happens in late January or early February, when the lunar calendar begins again. For weeks before Tet, families get busy. They clean their homes from top to bottom. They buy new clothes. They decorate with peach blossoms in the north and yellow apricot flowers in the south. They cook special foods, sticky rice cakes called ban chung, candied fruits and roasted seeds. On New Year's Eve, the whole family gathers. They eat together. They pray together. They remember their ancestors together. At midnight, fireworks fill the sky. Red and gold light flashes everywhere. Red is the color of luck. Gold is the color of prosperity. On the first day of Tet, children dress in new clothes. They visit grandparents and bow respectfully. The grandparents give them small red envelopes filled with money. This is called li shi, lucky money. The children smile. The grandparents smile. Everyone hopes for a good year ahead. Tet is not just a holiday. It is the most important moment of the Vietnamese year. It is about family, gratitude, and new beginnings. Another beloved festival is the Mid-Autumn Festival. It happens in September, when the moon is at its biggest and brightest. This festival belongs to the children. Streets fill with colorful paper lanterns, red ones, yellow ones, star-shaped ones, fish-shaped ones. Children carry their lanterns through the night. They walk in groups, singing songs, their faces glowing in the soft light. The most famous food of this festival is the moon cake. It is round, like the full moon. Inside, sweet lotus paste or red bean, sometimes with a salted egg yolk in the center. Families sit outside together. They look up at the bright moon. They eat mooncakes and drink tea. Children listen to the story of Chu Koi, a man who lives on the moon with a mag.
That was the soul of Vietnam. Vietnam does not just have a culture, it lives its culture every single day. If this video touched your heart, please like it and share it. Subscribe to our channel for more stories from around the world. Thank you for being here with us today. Vietnam, a country that moves forward but never forgets its soul.